You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller finally officially tested Yamaha's new V4 engine on the first day of official testing at the Misano 2025 circuit. After a long period of limited discussion and closed testing, the MotoGP public now got a first-hand look at Yamaha's V4 engine on the track, with Miller as one of the main riders entrusted with riding it. From the start of the morning session, Miller appeared focused on testing various settings on his new bike. This V4 engine is considered Yamaha's major project to challenge the dominance of other manufacturers, particularly Ducati and Aprilia. Miller was also seen providing intensive feedback to Yamaha technicians in the paddock, seemingly playing a key role in the development of this new generation of motorcycle. The first day of testing at Misano wasn't just about recording times, but also an opportunity for Miller to experience the characteristics of Yamaha's V4 engine, which is very different from the inline-4 configuration of the previous M1. Miller stated that he was quite enthusiastic, but remained cautious in testing the bike, as it would take some getting used to. The official Misano 2025 test is sure to be a major highlight, given Yamaha's long-awaited breakthrough. And Jack Miller is now at the forefront of proving whether Yamaha's V4 engine can truly compete in MotoGP next season. Here's the full news. The first day of official MotoGP testing at the Misano 2025 circuit was a highly anticipated moment for motorcycle racing fans worldwide. The main focus was on Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller, who finally publicly tested Yamaha's latest V4 engine. This new engine configuration is believed to be Yamaha's main weapon to change the course of their history after years of relying on inline-4 engines, which are now considered outdated. From morning, the Yamaha paddock was filled with curiosity. Technicians, journalists, and even rivals were closely watching the V4 perform in the hands of Jack Miller, who is known for his experience with V4 engine motorcycles from his time with Ducati and KTM. This time, Miller was not just a tester, but a key figure in providing concrete input to ensure Yamaha's major project truly meets the challenges of the new MotoGP era. As soon as the first session began, Miller immediately took the Yamaha V4 onto the track. The exhaust note sounded more aggressive, typical of the V4 configuration, in contrast to the smooth, but underpowered old Yamaha M1 on the straights. From the stands, many could immediately sense the difference in the engine's character. Jack Miller was seen returning to the pit lane several times for lengthy discussions with the Yamaha crew, trying out various setups, from engine mapping and electronics to the new aerodynamic system that was also introduced. The first day of testing focused more on familiarizing himself with the engine's characteristics. Miller admitted that adapting remains a challenge. This bike definitely has a lot of power, but it takes time to really adapt. It feels very different from the M1 inline-4. But one thing's for sure, there's incredible potential here, Miller said optimistically when interviewed after the afternoon session. Yamaha Racing also emphasized the value of Jack Miller's data. They consider the Australian rider key to accelerating the development of the V4 bike before the full 2026 season. With his aggressive style and extensive experience with previous V4 bikes, Miller is believed to be able to provide a detailed overview of the new bike's strengths and weaknesses. This official Misano test also marked a significant turning point for Yamaha. Over the past few seasons, they had struggled to compete with the dominant Ducati, while even Aprilia and KTM had been able to perform more consistently. With the arrival of the V4 bike, Yamaha seems to be saying, they will no longer be mere spectators in the fierce MotoGP competition. This first day is just the beginning. Days 2 and 3 will provide more data. However, the presence of Jack Miller on the Yamaha V4 has already shaken the MotoGP paddock. Many are waiting to see whether the combination of Miller and Yamaha's new bike will truly be the answer to the MotoGP revival in the coming season. Yamaha's V4 engine finally made its official debut at the 2025 Misano MotoGP sprint race, and this moment immediately attracted the attention of many parties. The motorcycle with the new engine configuration was ridden by Augusto Fernandez, who was entrusted by Yamaha to test the performance of the V4 in actual racing conditions, not just in test sessions. For Yamaha, this is both a new chapter in history and a big gamble. For years, the Japanese manufacturer has remained loyal to the inline-4 engine on the YZR M1, even as rivals like Ducati, KTM, and Honda have already switched to V4 engines. This shift in direction signals Yamaha's seriousness about bouncing back and emerging from the slump it has faced in recent seasons. However, the debut of Yamaha's V4 engine at Misano was not entirely convincing. While it appeared more aggressive on straight sections and had a different engine sound compared to previous generations, the bike's performance was still far from perfect. Jack Miller, the main rider for Pramac Yamaha, immediately shared his honest feedback on the new bike's performance. Honestly, I see that this bike still needs a lot of refinement. The power of this V4 engine has not been fully unleashed. Sometimes it feels powerful, but sometimes it loses power, especially when exiting corners, said Miller after watching Fernandez's performance in the sprint race. Miller added that it's not just a matter of power, but also adaptation on the part of the rider and technical team is still very much needed. The character of the V4 engine is clearly different from the inline-4 that has been Yamaha's hallmark. The braking style, acceleration, and even the way the bike turns must be changed and adjusted. Augusto has done his job well, but I know very well how difficult it is to adapt to a new bike. The V4 character is wilder, it needs the right settings to be stable. Yamaha needs to work even harder if they want to truly compete with Ducati, added Miller. Despite this, Miller still commends Yamaha for taking this bold step. In his view, switching to a V4 engine is the only way for Yamaha to regain competitiveness in modern MotoGP. He believes that, although it will take time, the results of this project could determine the future of the blue team in the World Championship. I'm optimistic because I know this bike has great potential. There may still be many shortcomings now, but with hard work and the right development direction, Yamaha can catch up, said the Australian rider. For Fernandez himself, this sprint race was a valuable experience. He had the rare opportunity to race the new bike in an official race, while also collecting important data that Yamaha will use for further development. The 2025 Misano sprint race ultimately wasn't just about who won, but also served as a platform to prove that Yamaha is willing to step out of its comfort zone. Despite the challenges of this V4 engine's debut, MotoGP fans are now placing greater hopes that Yamaha's resurgence is just a matter of time.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame.